Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stella Gitare from Kenya, and today I just want to take you around my village. Previously I showed you how my home looks like in the village, and now I'd like to go on an evening stroll with you as I show you around how this place looks like. So let's get right into it, and before we go on that stroll, let's first enjoy some mulberries and then off we go. So I'm just going out to take a stroll. This is my gate right here, and so I just want to take a stroll, and yeah, we can go as we chat about my village and all that. Up there are more houses, but see, our house is among the last houses because we live on a slope. So our house is more like the second last house here. Yep, and you can see on the road there's a lot of water because it's rainy and a lot of pipes have burst. Yeah, so let's go. Yeah, I'm walking past my gate now, and down there we will see what's down there. Yeah, you can see here there's some water flowing down on the roads. Yeah, village roads, most of my village don't have very good roads, and so many times you'll find a lot of ditches on the roads, and when it's muddy it gets really bad. And here we have this forest here. Yeah, so I'm going to walk past this forest up to the river, so let's go. It's a bit lonely walking out here by myself, but you know that, yeah, walks can be quite therapeutic. So yeah, walk with me and let's go see what's down there. And you know something about villages are not always the same. My village is different from other villages, so you'll hear people from different parts of the country, Africa, showing different things about their villages. So it is not always the same for all villages, so don't assume that what you see here is what you'll see in another village. No, it's way different. Yeah, and so here I am walking down here. See how it looks like. Oh, I'm loving it, and it's already feeling therapeutic. The serenity, you know. Yep. Yeah, so down there I'm seeing a small stream that I'm going to show you, where we used to fetch water when I was young. You know, I was raised up here. I was raised up in this village, so there's a lot that has to do with my childhood around here. It's so lonely out here, and I'm quite scared, so I kind of aborted the mission to go on the walk by myself, and I'm just going home, sit there, and let's just have a chat, you know, because there's so many trees out here, and it can be quite scary walking out here all by yourself, and there are not so many people walking around. So yeah, I'm a bit scared walking alone out here. No, I mean, nobody is walking out here, only seeing one person passing after the other. Yeah, and the girl is scared as me. No, I can't do that. So the best I can do is just go back, sit there and talk. Yeah. Anyway, it was a bit of exercise walking down the slope and now going up to my home, you know. Yep, yep. The realities of villages, you know, there's some villages where you find a lot of people, like it's a bit crowded, but now where I live in my village, there's no many people, and actually I don't have many friends. Well, I kind of don't have any friends, so I'm more of a only man standing alone. So it's not that, yeah, if you like, if you're a very social person, you might not like it here, but if you are a loner like me, you'll definitely like the life around here. And you know, one thing about villages, there are villages that have a lot of people, and you'll have a lot of, let's say you'll have a social life, and some villages don't have many people. So this is something that you'll find that villages are not the same. Something else, you'll find that some villages have very good roads, like very, very good roads. But as for my village, that's not the case. You can see this is a road in my village. You can see water flowing down on the road, and there's some ditches here and there. So the road is not very good, and when it gets rainy, there's a lot of mud. Like the roads become very muddy, very, very slippery, and very impassable. So, but also around us, you find there are villages that have very good roads, some that are tarmacked. But unfortunately, that's not the case with my village. Yup. But one thing that I can boast about is that we have electricity in my village. As you can see there, that's the electric lines to symbolize that there is electricity around here, and almost every home has electricity. Like, yeah, that's something good about our place, you know. Like 10-15 years ago, most of the homes around here, including my home, we didn't have electricity. Like, it was something else, and we didn't even have televisions, because how do you use that? We used to use the solar, and those solar panels didn't really produce or generate enough electricity to run us all the time. So you'd find that there were those times when you had electricity, the solar generated electricity, and other times we didn't have it. But luckily right now we have electricity, and there's a lot you can do here with that. You can buy all electronics and gadgets that you need and use them, because we have now electricity. And yeah, anybody around here has access to electricity. And with that, I don't deny that there are villages or places that they still don't have electricity. But I'm happy and glad that for us, we have electricity. Although we don't have good roads, at least we have electricity. You know, You know, one amazing thing about the village is that there is no noise. So if you like a quiet place, you'll enjoy much of that. No loud music and such vehicles, you know. But one thing for sure you'll have to bear with is noises from animals, maybe goats, sheep, chicken, you know, and the birds. You know, that's the kind of noise that you'll have to put up with. But when it comes to loud music and vehicles, you know, that kind, or industries, and yeah, you'll not have any of that around here. See how the trees are swaying here, and oh, the breeze. It's amazing. And the skies are very blue. You know, this is right where I grew up, and yo, it's an amazing place. You know, back in 2020 during the COVID lockdowns here in Kenya, I used to walk this path every day. Yeah, because I used to run a business on the other side, like on the other side of the village, which was a shop, and I used to walk down this road every day, every morning and evening. And funny thing is that I was never scared. Just imagine, like I used to walk here and I was okay, and I was never scared of anything, and I never feared anything. But funny thing is, right now walking around here all by myself, it's quite a scare. I think it's because it's been years, more than 2 years, using this road. You know, when I come home, I just go home, and from there I leave from home and go maybe to the city, to town, and all that, because this is not the route that we use when doing all that. Yeah, and right now the one thing that's making me a bit confident and walking down here is because my mom and her friend are right in front of me, so it's easier, you know. And can I tell you something funny? First I came down the first time and then went back quickly because I feared. I saw some strange looking guy down there by the stream, and I was like, I'm not doing this, you know. Then I went back home and I decided, okay, then maybe no more taking a stroll. But luckily here I am taking the stroll. Yeah, and it's amazing, you know. It's good to always take a stroll, like once in a while, you know, to stretch your feet and enjoy the quiet and the calm. Yeah, it's always amazing. That's something good that you should always do. And you know, when you're in the village, you have the, how will I say, it's easy to do that because it's rain, and there are a lot of places that you can walk in the woods, in the bushes. Yeah, and yeah, and nobody's going to ask you about asking you. I'm not so sure because I was scared a few minutes ago, but yeah, nobody's really going to ask you. Just enjoy the serenity and the calmness around here. Yep. And as you can see, nobody has really passed since I started strolling, so it means that you can have your privacy and walk, take some time to meditate, enjoy the fresh air. You know, there's a lot of that in the villages. Like, yeah, let me speak about my village. In my village there's a lot of fresh air, so in case you visit me here, you'll enjoy a lot of that, quite a lot of it. One thing you'll have to bear with when taking these evening strolls is the attack by mosquitoes. You know, it's like mosquitoes are usually up in the evenings and in the mornings, you know, so you'll have to bear with a lot of mosquito bites and all that. But you know, there's always the choice of using a mosquito repellent to prevent yourself from getting those bites. But apart from that, it's just amazing. Yeah, I'll have to keep chasing them away because they are really, it's like mosquitoes really love my blood, so they really do a good one on me. So this is why I have to like try and cover my face to avoid them from biting me, you know. But anyways, I can manage, I can cope. Yeah, so I'll call it lesson 101. When visiting a village like mine, kindly carry a mosquito repellent, or a fly repellent, because you'll find a lot of insects that will try to bite your skin. Well, not for everybody, but for some of us who have very sweet blood, like yours truly here. Yeah, but otherwise it's amazing. Yeah, so now I have the confidence to take this stroll because I can see people that I know behind me. Yeah, it's not like my village is very safe, but just for me, I'm just this one very scared girl, you know. So now seeing people behind me, it's easier to like walk around and enjoy. And I'll show you something down here. Yeah, I'll show you where we used to fetch water when I was young, like when I was, let's say, 10 years old. We used to fetch water here because we didn't have tap water. But gladly nowadays things have really changed for us here, and we have tap water. I'll take you downstream. This is a stream which is a bit seasonal, comes when it's rainy, like right now because it's the rainy season. There is a small stream that flows down through these bushes here up to this place here. Around here then flows to a bigger river down there. The bigger river is down there, but the stream just flows around these guava trees here. So we used to come and fetch water here when I was a small girl because we didn't have tap water, and we used to do it like every day, like every evening we would come to fetch water here. But luckily nowadays we don't have to do that because we have tap water. You know, things have really changed and everything is really all the improvements and all the growth nowadays. We don't have to go around fetching water from the river because now we can get it right at home from the tap, like tap water. But previously we used to come here and fetch water here like every evening, every morning. Yeah, but yeah, it's life. And it's the goodness of being here. You can always have water. If you don't have tap water, you can always come here and fetch water from the river. Yeah, so let me go show you where the river really is. And you can see the bigger river. With the thick bushes around here, I bet you can agree that I have a reason to fear. Well, and as I said, it's not unsafe. It's very safe and secure to be around here. But with the, how will I say, with not so many people using the road and yeah, the trees, the bushes, that's a big reason, or yeah, it's a reason for me to fear. And as a girl, yeah, you know, girls are a bit, how will I say, timid, or what is it, and easily scared of things. Yeah, I can see someone behind me, but yeah, I'm not scared. Yeah, anyway, let me show you where the river is, where we used to fetch water. The bigger river. I showed you the stream, and so here is, I showed you the small stream, and here is the bigger river where the stream flows into. Here we have a small bridge. Yeah, this is our bridge to cross the river, and the river flows down that direction into the bushes all the way that way. Yep, that's it. And this is the river, guys. Yeah, so now let's continue with our walk. So you see, around here we have so many trees. Like almost every farm around my village has trees. Like people are really big on planting trees. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the continuing route that I used to use to go to my shop back in 2020 when COVID hit. You know, it made us go back home to the villages, and you know, it was lockdown, no work, you know, all that. And so what I did back then was just rear chicken and do business, become a shopkeeper. Yeah, right. And I used to walk this route every day, at times with my sister, at times alone. Maybe in the evenings when I would get late, my dad would come and pick me. Yeah, it was amazing. But don't ask what happened to the business, you know. Story for another day. We don't talk about some things because we just don't talk about them. Yeah. Oh my God, going up This road is a bit something else. Yeah, signs of someone who never works out. Oh well, I work out, but I guess I don't do enough. That's why I'm getting so easily tired, and you can hear the panting in my voice, and not like I'm doing much, but anyways, part of life. Yeah, shows that I should work out more and do more cardio, because I'm just a small girl. Yeah, so this is it. You can see that road and the trees. Yeah, the beauty of my land, the beauty of my home. And now I have to rush back before my mom leaves me, because as I said, I'm a scared young girl. Please don't laugh at me. Yeah, but yeah, maybe for a minute enjoy the calm, the serenity around here. You know, it's very silent. I can only hear noises from crickets, yeah, and birds from a distance. No other kind of noise. And I can also hear goats from a very far distance. But around here where I am, there are no places where people live. Like, people don't live down here, because it's more like down the valley. It's just the river, but we live close to the river. Yeah, you know, something about being in the village is that you can easily reconnect, recollect, and rebuild yourself, because there's no much of disturbance. And in most cases, if you have a piece of land, you'll have at least some produce from your farm. The only challenge is maybe when you don't have a farm, because now if you don't have land to like plant any crops, you'll have to buy everything, just like someone who's in the city or in a town. But for those who are lucky to have at least a piece of land, you can save on some things like, you know, around here maize, or let me call it corn, is the staple food. So if you can plant corn, then you're safe and you can consume that from your farm for quite some time. But for those who don't have, now it becomes quite a challenge, because you'll have to buy basically everything from the market, which can be a bit costly. Yeah, see, these are some of the differences that you find, that you cannot compare one person's village life to the other, because when some have enough and they have more than enough, there are those who don't have anything, they just have a shelter and nothing else. And some also don't have even a good shelter. Yeah, so village life is not always the same. What you see on the internet might not show the clear picture of how village life is for another region or for someone else, because as I said, it's always different. Different people have different conditions. You know, there are those who drive very big cars, some don't have even a bicycle, you know. Yeah, so village life is quite diverse in terms of which village you come from, the climatic conditions of the area, your occupation, the piece of land that you own. All that determines how your village experience is going to be like. If you have electricity, how good the roads are, if you have tap water or a river that's nearby to you. So these all are things that will determine how everybody's village life and village experience will be like. So you can never compare one person's village life to the other, and your experience in the village will just differ depending on those conditions that I just mentioned. Yeah, like right here is a piece of land that doesn't seem to be doing so well with whatever is planted on it, and that big tree is a mango tree. You know, you find that some places, like my village is in the midland, like there's a lowland and the highland. So for us, we are not really on the highland and we are not on the lowland. So you find that around here things might just do not very well, not so well, you know, the middle conditions, you know, it's just on the middle, not so hot, not so cold, you know, that kind of thing. You know, taking this stroll has been quite refreshing for me because it's been a while since the last time I walked around here in my village. I spend most of the time indoors, like do whatever I have to do, go ahead, do the home duties, like maybe collect firewood, prepare food, all that kind of thing, and then after that do my other stuff. Like I really don't walk around, you know, being alone. My sisters are not here with me. It's a bit boring and, how will I say, and as yeah, so it's a bit boring and scary for me to just leave the house and walk around in the trees and in the bushes all by myself. But with my sisters it's a bit easier to do all these, yeah, and enjoy. But today it's amazing. I don't know if you are enjoying my company, like walking around here and enjoying the calmness of this area. You know, at times I wish that I had friends, many friends around here, because if I had friends then would have time to walk around here with them and enjoy the serenity with them. But you know, you know, in most cases you find that most of the people, we all go to school. After school, let's say after primary school and high school, we all leave and move to different parts of the country, to different towns or to other countries. So you find that you'll find not so many young people, and yeah, and those that I can call my friends around here, because they all left and moved to other parts of the country, of the world, you know. So it's not that easy to just find many young people in my village. Most of them have moved to towns or to other parts of the country and world to try and build a life for themselves. So coming back here is all me by myself, and yeah, spending time with my parents, you know, when my sisters come around, spending time with them. Apart from that, it's just me. So you find with that, I'll spend most of the time at home, doing what I have to do at home, yeah, and enjoying my alone time. But one good thing is that the place is quite serene. You know, I don't feel like going home right now since I came out here, but you know, I have to go back home. I don't have a choice. Yeah, the trees. So guys, this was it for my stroll. Now I have to get home before it gets late and dark, you know. Before I start fearing being out here again. Yeah, so I just have to walk, catch up with my mom, get home, yep, and call it a day. I hope you enjoyed taking the stroll with me, seeing the beauty of this land, how green it is, the stream, the river, and all that, and sharing a bit of what some of these things symbolize for me, you know. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed taking this stroll, the walk with me, and hope to see you in my next video. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you in my next videos. And always leave a comment in the comment section to give your opinions, ask questions, just anything is welcome. So with that, all I can say is bye bye, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.